What's up, everybody? It's your boy Inkad here with another Inkad review and reaction. And today we're going to talk about match week 19 of the English Premier League. I know a couple of games are tomorrow, Arsenal and Newcastle, and then some other games are coming during the weekday. But today we'll just talk about the games that happen on the weekend. So Saturday and today, Sunday. So let's look at the games. So we have Wolves losing to West Brom 3-2. Disappointing for the Wolves. They need the points. I know they're usually Europa League contenders, or they've become frequent. I think 2 years now they've been in the Europa League. So it is a tough loss for them. We have West Ham 1, Burnley 0. West Ham, of course, are doing really well this season. You have Leeds United 0, Brighton 1, Fulham 0, Chelsea 1. We'll talk about that later. We have Leicester City 2, Southampton 0. Really tough game, but whenever you open up against Leicester, you're going to probably lose the game. We have Tottenham 3, Sheffield United 1. I watched the highlights to that. That was a good game. Whenever I see Harry Kane and Son in the lineup, I know there's going to be a lot of goals and there's going to be a lot of attack. But Ndombele really did well for that game, dribbling and controlling the midfield and scoring that last goal, which was really very, very hard. So he had a good game. I would consider him man of the match for that game. I watched the Liverpool and Man U game. It was 0-0. I'll talk about that also. And then there's the Man City versus Crystal Palace, which was 4-0 to Man City. Kevin De Bruyne, of course, he's a player that I really admire, and he did really well in this game. And De Bruyne. I was watching the Liverpool and Man U game, and I was like, man, if Liverpool had De Bruyne, these guys would be unstoppable. But yeah, that's a discussion for later. And tomorrow, there's Arsenal versus Newcastle. And then during the weekday, there's going to be 3 matches. West Ham versus West Brom. Leicester City versus Chelsea, which will be a very defining game. But I will talk about it later with the Chelsea versus Fulham game, why I don't think Chelsea will do too well. But hopefully we'll win against Leicester. Important game. And then there's Man City versus Aston Villa, which will also be a good game. All right. Let's go to the standings right now. So we have Man United at first with 37 points, Man City with 35 points, Leicester City with 35 points, Liverpool with 34 points, so they dropped down to 4th place. You have Tottenham 33 points, Everton 32 points, 6th place right now. Chelsea at 7th with 20 points. Southampton, Chelsea 7th, my bad, with 29 points. Southampton also 29 points. West Ham 29 points. And Aston Villa 26 points at 10th place. And then Arsenal, who we're about to play this tomorrow, have 24 points, so they have a chance. So this race is really close. It's a really close season, as I mentioned in my last videos. Go check them out. It's a really close season, and I'm really excited to see who wins this season. But let's get into it. Let's get into the Chelsea versus Fulham game. I don't see Chelsea contending for the Premier League after that game. I'm being honest. Lineup was good. It was okay. Jorginho was in there. I was like, okay, Jorginho's in there. Hopefully he's trying to maybe cross the ball or give some lobbies and stuff. He didn't do any of that. Werner was on the bench. Havertz was on the bench. Ziyech was in there. Ziyech played really well. Giroud was on top, but, no connections were made. Pulisic was in there. Pulisic played well. Defense was Rudiger and Thiago Silva, so Zuma, I guess, is out injured. But Rudiger did play well. The back line was really well. Played really well. The only thing is we don't look like a top tier team. We don't look like a top class team. And I really noticed this. Even with Fulham with 11 men, they were literally playing toe to toe with us, and they had their chances. Chelsea had their chances, but we did not look like a dominating team. Especially after watching the Man United and the Liverpool game, I was like, Chelsea is not even close to this level. But Fulham had a red card. A tackle was made on Aspilicueta, and then a second tackle was made, and he already had a yellow card, so he got another yellow card, and Fulham were down to 10 men. But even with 10 men, Chelsea were literally playing toe to toe with 10 men. Relegation team. What position is Fulham? Fulham. Let me check. I think they're 18th. Yeah, Fulham is 18th place. We're playing toe to toe with these guys like they're top, like a top class team. And that's why I'm noticing, like, what? Why are we struggling to score a goal? We couldn't hold the ball. I've noticed our midfield is crap. It's terrible. I know Kovacic is a good player. Jorginho, all of them are a good player. Mount is a good player. But our midfield was so open. And I noticed this was the same way we played against Man City. And Man City being Man City, they abused the midfield. And we're lucky like Fulham is not really up there, but they could have abused the midfield and literally given us a lot of trouble. But our midfield is so spacious, and we like playing from side to side. So our midfield is always open, and then other teams can counterattack us or just play through the middle and then score or cause trouble. So I noticed that. But subs did come in, and I was really impressed with Hudson-Odoi. Hudson-Odoi came in and did his thing, from crosses to dribbling to passing to making plays, making runs. I was really disappointed when Werner came in. Oh my gosh, this guy needs extra training. He needs a personal trainer. His touches are so bad. His finishes were bad. And I know he's maybe psychologically he's low. I know Chelsea's number 9 curse maybe, but he's not a number 9. But he's got the striker's curse right now, and he needs a lot of help. He needs encouragement. He's a good player. We already know that. That's why we bought him. But for his price tag, he should be confident. And Chelsea's been known with buying expensive strikers who turn out to be really bad. But Werner, I can see him doing great things. He has speed, he has pace, but he just needs some training and some encouragement. Because when he came on, I was like, oh, he got this. And then he had a bad touch when Hudson-Odoi gave him a perfect cross. I was like, oh, he got it one-on-one. He had a bad touch, and then the defender, of course, got the ball. He had another chance, one-on-one with the goalie, but missed it. So he needs a lot of help. I mean, I can see Werner doing great. I see Chelsea doing great next season. I love Lampard, but I think Lampard tactically is not a great fit to make Chelsea a dominant team and a very competitive team in this league. He's great, but I think he still needs more experience with other teams before coaching Chelsea. So that's my thought on it. I also watched the Man U and Liverpool game today. It was very tactical. Liverpool were dominant the whole game, but they are very open and spacious, where a counterattack is their weakness. And Manchester United had chances with the counterattacks, but they couldn't finish it. I noticed some good players there. Thiago he is brilliant on the ball. He is really good. I think he played defensive midfielder. And Henderson played defense instead of midfield, I think, because they don't really have really good defenders available. So, Yeah, Thiago is really good. He's really class. Firmino didn't have a good game. He had some chances here and there. Mane was doing his thing. Salah was Salah doing his thing, but they just couldn't finish. I really thought Liverpool should have taken more shots outside the box, which Thiago did, and of course, De Gea saved it. Manchester United. One thing I noticed is I think Greenwood should have came on earlier. Um, but they brought him, I think, 80th minute. But I think Greenwood would have been great for this game, especially with the counterattacks. Rashford has some great counterattacks and chances, but nothing came to a goal. I was impressed by Allison. Allison had some great saves these games. I mean, like right in front of the goal saves. Two from Pogba, actually one from Bruno Fernandes, who got a little toe poke in, but Allison was able to use his legs and save it. And another one was a straight powerful shot from Pogba right in front of the goal, and Allison reacted so quickly. I know a lot of other goalies might have reacted late or something, but Allison had a good game today. So yeah, it was a great game. I think Liverpool should have won, but Manchester United could have scored. I was like, whoever scores the first goal is winning this game, but it ended up being a tie, and I think Manchester United will be more of the happier of the draw. So that's it for me. And Incat out. Make sure to subscribe, like, and share my channel, and have a good one.